Welcome to the Guthrie America podcast. We sit down with amazing people who do life in our community and who are from here because we believe every story should be told. I'm your host, Heady Coleman. Today I'm sitting down with the one and only, ladies and gentlemen. I call him the lifesaver because if you have mosquitoes at your home and you like to hang outside or even at church, we do it at church here too, Ronnie's the guy to call. Ronnie Phillips is your man. Him and Sarah are doing a wonderful job with Mosquito Authority. Before we jump into this conversation with Ronnie, would you please go ahead and subscribe to the podcast? Leave a review. It would mean the world to me. Also, shout out to North Church Guthrie for allowing us to host these wonderful podcasts, these wonderful conversations in the building here at North Church Guthrie. We love to have you come hang out with us at North Church. If you're ever looking for a church home or just needing a little bit of a break, come hang out with us. Come. Ronnie, how you doing today?
I'm great, man. Doing good.
Good, man. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule. To be here. I know that running a business, time is something that is hard to come by sometimes.
It can be, absolutely. We've kind of got our heads above water after all the rain that we got in May and June. So we're finally we're cruising along right now. Finally, instead of almost drowning.
Because when you have all the rain, that just means more mosquitoes, right?
It means a lot more bugs. Yeah,
a lot more bugs,
mosquitoes, bugs, yes, spiders. Anything that crawls when it rains, they love it. Yep.
Now, this is not the true setup of opening up a podcast, but since we're talking about your business, Mosquito Authority, is that the right name? Is there
Mosquito Pest Authority? Yeah,
Pest Authority.
It's two separate brands, I should say. I guess.
Got you.
It's two different brands. Yeah.
The pest and the mosquito.
Yeah.
Two different.
We have a mosquito side and we have a pest side. Yeah.
Got you. Since going into this, because I'm just assuming that like you were not like an insect guy or mosquito guy before deciding to go into the business. What's one thing or two things that you've learned about bugs since you've been in the business? I
learned that people don't like them, and they're a problem. I didn't realize how much of a disease that these things carry.
Oh.
You know, I really didn't understand that because before that I was like, why do I need pest control service? What do I care if a mosquito bites me? That's where we grew up. We just go out, we hung out with mosquitoes, and we'd get bit and we'd go home. But just how dangerous they can be, and how people really dislike them, and how again there's still people out there who still doesn't bother, you know. And when it comes to mosquitoes, we have found out more times than not that in a relationship, the husband or the wife, one gets bit more than the other.
Really?
Every time we talk to a couple, it's always, well, he just gets destroyed by mosquitoes. They don't ever touch me. Or it's the other way around. The wife is like, they destroy me and they don't ever touch him. Uh-huh. So for us, I think they get Sarah more than they get me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wonder why that is.
I don't know. I guess she's a little more sweeter than me. I don't know.
Yeah. But that is true. I think even when people come over to the house, they're like, I'm getting bit, but I'm like, I don't feel no mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Now, the crazy thing is how we can walk into our neighbor's yard who's not getting sprayed. Mm-hmm. And it's just like like a time zone or something that you're just walking through, and it's like,
yep.
Let me get back into my yard.
Nice little barrier that we put around. It's called a barrier we put around, and it's for the most part it works. But then if you have a neighbor who has a little bit more water than anybody can handle, then it'd be a little bit of an issue. But if as long as they're taking care of their stuff and it's not too bad, that barrier definitely helps.
Yeah, no, it is incredible. I was like, this is crazy that this happens like this.
I wish you would have told me about the party at the one of the local parks here. We could have took care of that for you because they were bad over there.
Oh my goodness! Have you talked to them yet about?
I haven't, but I was there about a week before you went there because I took the kids there, and we're there for about a minute and a half, and I said, "We gone."
Now, I think there's a difference between Mineral Wells and Highland in the mosquito factor, right?
I think there is because I go to Highland quite often because my parents still live across the street. That's where I grew up at, and I don't ever have really an issues at Highland Park with mosquitoes. But anytime I go to Mineral Wells, it is slap heaven. I mean, they're aggressive.
Oh my goodness! I don't even want to think about
aggressive
it.
mosquitoes.
They're like ready to walk you up. Now, you grew up in Guthrie.
Yes, sir.
And so it's always been that way, though. Mineral Wells has always been.
It's always been the hot spot.
Yes, but I think it's because of all the trees and the water that surrounds.
Yeah, the shade, the water. If you don't have like Highland, they have that fountain in the middle of the pond, and it keeps the water moving. As long as you keep the water moving, you're good. But anytime that water gets stagnant and it doesn't move, that's when they start breeding.
Just hovering.
Yep, that's when they breed, start laying their eggs, and again, mosquito eggs can lay dormant for a very long time before they ever need a hatch.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just learning all.
Yeah. So the theory about hopefully it gets cold enough to get all the bugs away, that's complete myth. It's just, they can stay dormant for years before they come out. Yeah. When they say hopefully the weather will kill off all the bugs, it just doesn't happen. It just does not happen.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, well,
yeah.
There you go. Learned it first here. Well, maybe
Look
not
at that.
First here, but learning stuff.
Learning tips.
America podcast.
Learning tips.
That's so cool. So Ronnie, tell us for the people listening who may not know you, but there's some who will be listening and will know you and come and listen because of you. But tell us how your friends and family would describe you if they were sitting in that chair. How would they?
How they describe me? Yeah. Oh goodness, that's a good one. I guess it depends who you ask, Heady. I feel like the older I've gotten, Heady, the smaller my circle gets.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
There's a handful of people that I normally hang out with or talk to, but obviously I have a church family that we see all the time, and I don't, when I'm in big groups, I'm normally the quietest one. I don't do a whole lot of talking.
Okay.
That's Sarah's job now. Of course, when I get around my family, I'm the youngest of four, so I'm the honoriest one as always.
Okay.
I'm very, very honorary when I get around my family. But I'd think that they would say that I'd do anything for them if they ever called and they need anything. That I'd be the guy that they'd call first if they ever needed help or anything like that. Right. But yeah, when I'm with my family, I'm pretty honorary. When I get in larger groups, I'm pretty quiet.
Gotcha.
Pretty quiet.
Had you always been that way?
I haven't. No, I used to be very talkative. And I know once we moved back here, everybody would say when they go see Sarah, when they met Sarah for the first time, like, oh, you're Ronnie's wife. Okay, you're Chubbo's wife. Okay, yeah. And now it's, oh, you're Sarah's husband. Yeah. Because she's involved in everything. She's on the Chamber of Commerce board of chambers and stuff like that. And she's always out networking, talking to people. So everybody knows Sarah now. And now I'm finally got to where I'm kind of missed.
Yeah. Does that feel, because Sarah's not from Guthrie, is she?
No, she's not. She's from Topeka, Kansas.
Okay. How'd y'all meet?
College. She played college softball and I played college baseball.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha. Did somebody introduce y'all? How did that work out? Was she chasing you?
No.
Tell the truth.
Well,
she's not on here.
Well, no, we're in the Lord's house. So I better not be honoring now. No, I was in my dorm room and she just kind of walked by in my freshman year and she had you remember the old Nike Shocks?
Yes.
They just came out. They were super slick. And she had a custom pair made. There were squirrel colors. They're orange and black because we went to Cali County over in Kansas. And she walked by and I said, nice shoes. That's the first thing I ever said to her. And I chased her forever until she finally gave up. Took a little bit, but she finally surrendered.
It happened. Okay. So you chased for a while. Then at some point you asked them. You all end up getting married. And
well, that's a funny story too, Heady. I mean, how much time do you got?
Come on, sure. You're the one with the time issue.
No, we had been dating for 5 years, I think it was. And it was we dated for a long time. And I think it was February, Heady. I promise. I mean, it was about February or March, early in the year of 07. And she goes, you got until end of October to propose to me. She wasn't going to do anything, but she just wanted to get married, And I said, okay. And I kid you not, I went to Southeastern Oklahoma State University after junior college, and I got home from class. I said, I looked at the date. I said, holy crap! It's October 31st. So I ran to the store. Got some rose petals. Threw them on the ground.
Look at you.
Made a little path, and then she came home from school and was on my knee, and I proposed to her.
That is so
on Halloween.
cool.
I didn't want to miss my deadline.
Just in case. She's like, I don't want to hold her to this.
I don't want to see what happens afterwards, because I'll be in a lot of trouble. She owns the bed. She owns the fridge.
That is really cool. Really cool. And so, so you played baseball through school? Like, what year did you graduate?
I graduated in Guthrie from 2003.
Okay.
And then I played 2 years at Cali County Community College, and I ended up playing at University of Central Arkansas after that.
Wow. So you went through 4 years of it, or?
I went through 3 years of it. Had a shoulder injury, so I transferred out of UCA and went to Southeastern. Had to sit out a year. End up getting a job at a casino, making some money, and
he's like,
yeah.
He's like, I'm good.
My shoulder still hurt, but I could go play, but this is really, really good money. So
when did you fall in love with baseball?
Oh goodness, I've been playing baseball since I can even barely remember walking. I mean, I remember being 3 years old, playing t-ball with cousins on a t-ball team, throwing the ball up, hitting it. Yeah, baseball has been a part of us since very beginning. Yeah, very, very beginning. Yep.
Yeah. What was your favorite part about playing it? It just seems so boring to me as a non-baseball player.
No, I get
but
it.
For people who play,
Yeah.
I'm always interested. Like, what was it that kept you engaged in it?
In high school, I got to catch and pitch. My spot was pitcher. I was a really good pitcher. Yeah, at least I think I was a good pitcher. I was good enough to get school paid for.
Somebody was willing to pay you for it.
Yeah, so I guess I was good enough. Yeah. But no, it was the when I got to college, we played on I was on our JUCO team was one of the best in the nation. I mean, we're top one to five teams in the country, and we were really good. And it was the competition on the mound. I mean, it was competing against other people. It was as a pitcher, it's you versus the batter. I mean, it's nobody's fault but your own if you don't succeed here, And it was that competition, and of course being with your teammates and stuff like that. Because I had some great teammates over the years. But it was a competition between me and somebody else. It was mano. I was a closer in college and a setup man throughout my career in college. So I always came in during the biggest pressure situations. When the coach calls on you to get out of this inning to help you get a win or close out the win, that's what I liked. I liked when people asked me to get the job done. That's what I really thrived on, that and the competition part of it.
Yeah,
I wanted the ball in my hand when the game was on the line.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What? So a lot of times athletes learn so much from being an athlete, like their experience of it, like from let's say 3 to your 12th grade year. What were some things that you learned about yourself from playing baseball in that time frame?
Well, you got to practice. You got to be present. You got to show up, and that kind of playing baseball from young age all the way through college. It really. I mean, I never missed work. I mean, when I was in the casino business, I don't think I missed. When I first broke in, I think I missed a day being college, just called out for no reason or whatever. But and I was like, okay, I let people down, when I did that. So I never want to let nobody down. So for about 10, 12, 13, 14, 15 years straight, I never missed work. And then I got the flu once in Ohio. We were working at the casino up there, and the nurse goes, "You can't go to work." I said, "Ma'am, I missed work in like 12 years. What do you mean I can't go to work?" She's like, "Well," she goes, "That's okay. They owe you one." But playing baseball and going to practice every day and working hard, that instilled a lot of life lessons for me. Like, don't miss school, because if you miss, you're behind. Yeah. If you miss work, you're behind, and you let people down.
For sure.
So if if you don't go to work, you let your family down. If you don't do this, you do that. You let people down. So I don't like letting people down. I guess I've never really talked through this, but I guess that's just what's coming through my head. I didn't like letting people down. So
yeah. And I was wondering too, because being an athlete all of your life, in grade school, secondary, and then you go to college. Like there's a big difference between that high school ball and college ball.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if there was some discovery in yourself, and maybe you hadn't thought about that, but it's like I even discovered just that much more. Going to that next level, because JUCO then to 4-year school. There's a difference. Did you notice anything about that or what you learned?
I did learn real quick, and once Sarah fell in love with me finally, that I messed up a few times being late to practice. I wanted to hang out with her a little bit longer than I should, and you find out real quick in college that everybody's just as good as you are, if not better. So if you're going to show up late to practice or something like that, let's call the next guy. Because next guy's just as good as you. So you learn real quick that you got to be present. You always got to put in the work. You can never take a day off, as far as that aspect of it.
Yeah. So did you love baseball beyond just playing it, or were you an avid watcher of it too?
Absolutely, yeah, avid watcher of it. One of our goals, mine and Sarah's, is to go visit every ballpark in the country. We've knocked out a handful. I think maybe 10, maybe less than 10. But that's one of our goals. It's a little bit better now with the time stuff. I don't mind that because it does speed it up a little bit. But there's still some stuff that I don't like. But yes, I watch it probably a little different than most people, because I'm thinking I'm trying to be the manager on when you're watching the Cubs play or something like that. I'm trying to be the manager in the bullpen. Okay, what's he going to do right here? Is he going to do a pinch run? Is he going to do? Is he going to have a pinch runner right here? Is he going to have a pinch at bat right here? Are we going to pitch out? What's a good pitch right there? So I'm analyzing the game. Yeah. I'm not just kind of watching. I'm kind of figuring out what the skipper is going to call in the dugout. So it's a little different for me.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to do top 5. Okay.
Okay.
So top 5 is, I'm going to give you 5 baseball players.
Okay.
You got to put them 1 to 5. 5 being the least of the.
Without knowing who's coming next?
Yeah. Without knowing who's coming next.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You ready?
All right.
All right. The first one is Hank Aaron.
Hank Aaron. Oh, goodness. Hank Aaron was good.
Let me write this down, make sure I keep up with this.
Yeah, write it down. Hank Aaron, I'm going to put him at 3.
Oh, wow.
Because I don't know who's coming next. and he was good during his time. He was good for his time.
Okay.
So I'll
Barry Bonds.
Number 1. No doubt about it.
Number 1?
The greatest baseball player that's ever played baseball.
Number 1. You don't even know who's coming.
Don't care.
It don't even matter.
Don't care. Barry Bonds, without a shadow of a doubt, is the best baseball player who's ever played. Steroids, you can say all he wanted. He took steroids, yada, yada, yada. Okay, whatever. He was a Hall of Famer before he took steroids, all right?
He was a Hall of Famer before and after.
After, it doesn't matter. He's the only member of the 500 club, 500 home runs, 500 steals. He's, without a doubt, the greatest baseball player of all time, in my opinion.
All right, here's the next one. Willie Mays.
Willie Mays, another old timer. See, I give old timers, they are the guys, the founding fathers, who made it possible for all these great people like Barry Bonds, not Alex Rodriguez, but Derek Jeter, people like them. They set the foundation for those guys, and they're forever thankful for them. But I think the game is. The players are so much more better now these days. But Willie Mays was an outstanding player. One of the greatest catches of all time in the center field when he dove for that ball like this and came and caught it. I'll put him at 4.
Like a football.
Yeah, I'll put him at 4.
Okay. I had to put him in here. Babe Ruth.
5. Great for his time, and we've had this discussion on the podcast several times. If you cherry pick Babe Ruth out of the 1920s, if you just pick him up as is, put him in a Major League ball game today, he wouldn't even be able to touch baseball. Just wouldn't be able to. Just wouldn't be able to. Just
No.
great, absolutely phenomenal for his time.
For his time.
For his time.
For his time, was he the greatest?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely he was. Well, you got Lou Gehrig during that time too. But he was definitely a top 3 or 4 guy during his time. But I think
what makes him so popular?
I think it's the aura of him. You know, the unknown. Did he really do a called shot back in the day? Back then, nobody hit that many home runs like he did. You know, but I mean, he couldn't run. I think I'm faster than Babe Ruth, and I couldn't run out of sight. You know, he drank beer all the time. I mean, he was the most unathletic person in the world, but he hit home runs.
Yeah,
and he was
that's
really
all that matters.
And he was really good for his time during his time frame. Top 2 or 3, maybe even the best of all time at his time. But as far as players on my list, he'd be number 5.
Okay, so you only have one spot left,
And it's going to be our number 2, right?
it's gonna be your number 2. But I'm gonna do something different here. I'm gonna ask you, who are you gonna place there? And I think, are you gonna place, if I give you Derek Jeter or Ken Griffey Jr., which one are you putting in number 2?
I'd pick Derek Jeter, number 2 over Griffey, just because Derek Jeter was so clutch. He came up with so many big hits. Ken Griffey got a little injury prone towards the end of his career. Derek Jeter was always healthy, always making great plays. The captain of the New York Yankees, again, the franchise who has the most World Series victories of all time, and he was very, very good for a very long time. Derek Jeter would be number 2 on that one. Yep.
Who's not on that list that you would like? You would have removed Hank Willie and Babe Ruth. Because Derek would still be on that list.
Yep. Ricky Henderson was a great ball player. I love the stories hearing about Ricky Henderson. Tony Gwynn was probably the best hitter of all time, in my opinion. Tony Gwynn was so good. I mean, he was was so good. Yeah, he could hit. He wasn't very much on defensive side. I was about to say,
but he was only a hit. He was a
hitter. Yeah, I mean he was so good at hitting. It was crazy. And I got to ask a panel of Major League Baseball players one year during the All-Star break in Cleveland. I said, would they play the shift against Tony Gwynn? They're like, no. Why would they do that? Because if you play a shift, you put all your infielders on one side. He just hit the other side.
Yeah,
he can do whatever he wanted with the bat, you know. But he was he was one of my favorite players growing up. Man, there's some Cubbies on there too that I'd put up there. Ryan Sandberg would be up there for me. Andre Dawson's my favorite Cub player of all time. God, there's so many good players back in that have played this game. It's insane.
No, for sure.
And they're so good. And again, I'm a baseball nut, so I understand how hard it is, how hard the game of baseball is. And these guys, even just watching the regular game, if you don't understand baseball and you just watch the game, it does kind of seem boring to you. But they make it look so easy.
Oh, yeah.
Just like watching golf.
Sure.
Watching golf.
Yeah.
Like, that looks easy.
Yeah.
And you go out and play golf, it's awful. And it's the same thing with baseball. You see these guys it's so smooth, it's so good, and they make it look so easy when it's so hard. Because, you know, I think I read something the other day that when Babe Ruth played, they think the average guy threw 70 miles an hour. So, I mean, if you throw 70 miles a day, it's just BP.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Whereas today in the major leagues, the average fastball is 95 miles an hour.
Wow.
You know, so I mean, it's insane, the difference.
Talking about 30-something miles per hour fast.
Yeah. I mean, that's crazy.
That's nuts. Yeah. Deion Sanders, who I would say is one of the greatest athletes of all time.
Bo Jackson too. Yeah.
Yeah, Bo Jackson. He was like, baseball's the hardest sport.
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't know if he's a great basketball player too.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would him saying that says a lot.
No, you doubt. If people like Bo Jackson and Deion Sanders, people who've actually played both sports. Dave Winfield was a 3-sport athlete. He played he got drafted to play baseball, basketball, and football at high school. Dave Winfield did end up being a Major League Hall of Famer, which I think he made the right decision. But when those guys who did it at a very high level, they tell you that baseball's a hard sport. It's the hardest sport. You can't argue that.
No, you can't.
Because somebody who's really good at baseball may not be able to shoot a basketball. You know, but somebody who can do all three main sports really, really well at a high level, and they tell you it's baseball, then there's
just like, okay.
You just got to believe them, no matter what your heart believes, Mr. Football Coach.
It's like, okay, yeah, and I never you also think about it, for me, the way that I look at it is like, so I played football 1 year. Like, no. I played like when I was in fourth grade or something. And I came out and played football my senior year. For me at that time, like did a great job. Defensive player, led state tackle,
Yeah.
But I couldn't have done that in baseball. I couldn't do that in basketball either. Like,
Yeah, no.
No, rarely do you hear, unless it's a center or somebody
Yeah, no.
who can just dunk on people and you can pitch the ball to them. But
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that. I think football, people are going to disagree with this, which is fine. But I think football is probably one of the easiest sports to play because you can take any athlete and turn them into a football player
for the most part. Yeah,
you can't take anybody off the street and play and have them play baseball.
No.
You can't take a good athlete and make them play baseball. No. I've seen that firsthand. So I mean that's I think it's baseball is very 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 tough. And I coached with Coach Bennett at the high school the last several years, and I told our team, last year, when you don't practice hard and when you don't play hard, you're behind in baseball. It's hard to catch up, and they really tried really hard to catch up throughout the rest of the season, but it was just we fell short again in the regional championship game, and it's just you cannot fall back in baseball.
Yeah.
You have to stay with it.
Yeah.
If you take a day off or 2 days off, a week off, a month off, you're behind.
Yeah.
And you just cannot catch up in baseball.
For sure. What do you love most about which one do you love most or enjoy most? Coaching or playing?
I love playing. I really love playing. It was fun.
It wasn't even like he didn't even ponder that. Like you didn't.
No, I love the competition. I love the ball in my hand, and what I learned as coaching, I had to learn. It took me a year or two to learn it, but I wanted it more than the players. And as a coach, you can't want it more than the players.
Yeah,
you have to lead them. You have to show them that you care without all the other antics and stuff like that. And because I was a holler and screamer, because that's all I knew growing up. I mean, this coach, my junior college coach, he was hard, but he was good and he was fair, and he's one of my. And I reach out to him almost all the time still and get advice from him when it comes to baseball. But it was, you're always getting yelled at. You're always told you got to do better. I mean, you're screamed at constantly. But these days you can't do to these kids. They'll pack their ball and they'll leave. Yeah. So I learned that real quick after about the first year is that you can't want it more than them. You got to show them that you're engaged and that you care in other ways. Because if you don't, if you're not present, if they see that you don't care, they're not going to care.
Right.
So I learned real quick that you can't want it more than them. You have to show it in other ways that you care.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Man, so growing up playing baseball in Guthrie, you went to all the schools in Guthrie? Did you graduate from Guthrie?
Yeah, I was born and raised in Guthrie. So Central was second grade when I was growing up. Fogarty was third grade. Fourth, fifth, and sixth was Guess.
Oh, okay.
And then the junior high, and then the high school. So it wasn't a community school.
Right.
So it was a little bit different. So we had our own schools. So yeah, I got to go to all the schools.
Gotcha. Which one was your favorite?
Oh, Central was fun. We were the Central Sailors. We had a rap and everything. I still remember the rap. I'm not going to sing it for anybody, but we had a sweet little rap we did. And then
who came up with the rap?
I don't know who came up with it, but our principal was Miss Emerson.
Okay.
And I don't know if she had it before I got to third grade or not, or if she came up with it before that.
How it all came about?
I don't know how it all came about, but we had a really cool rap, the Central Sailors. And then when you go to Guess, we were the Guess Gators. And now I think the scoreboard changed that a long time ago, and now everybody's just the Blue Jays.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, I didn't know that. That they would even have the different changes.
Yep. So now you go all the big G's and all the schools now.
Is it the same way in the Little League football and stuff?
As far as
so when I grew up, it was like Rams, Raiders, all that. Are they just all little Blue Jays now?
Yeah, we're all little Blue Jays now, and
you just play different grades.
Different teams. Yeah, different grades, and we play teams from different towns.
Because you don't play anybody local.
We don't play. Yeah, football does not play. You don't play your friends.
You don't have an inner league or what? I don't even know what you would call that. A local league.
Yeah, no. I guess a rec league.
Yeah.
I guess kind of like
okay.
You don't play like growing up. We had our own teams. We were T-ball, we were the Colts, rough and tough, and then 89ers, and then, the Mets, the Blue Jays on one of them. I mean, the Yankees. We all had our different names. The Wolves was another one that we had, and we just play everybody in the community.
Yeah,
they still do that now in baseball. They have a little rec league down at Kiwanis where kids play, but a lot of there's a travel ball team called 405 that's here, and they have different age groups, and they play other teams from other school from the other towns and stuff like that. But yeah,
but football no,
football don't know. Footballs, they're all little J's, and from second grade, I think second grade all the way to sixth grade. Yeah, and then then they go into the junior high.
That's different. That's wild. So whenever you were in high school, were y'all still cruising division? No.
Do what?
Were you cruising division when you were in high school?
Cruising? Oh gosh, yeah. Cruising division.
Because you graduated what year?
03.
03. Okay.
We go up to Sonic and park there.
Okay, y'all still
had to be on the right side.
Yeah.
Or we go over to Tony's Quick Shop and hang out there.
Tony's Quick Shop.
Tony's, yeah, the convenience store right across the store from Fogarty.
Okay.
Tony's, yeah. Okay. That was a little hangout spot. But yeah, we did a little cruising back in the day.
I wonder. So I'm just trying to figure out when it stopped. Like what?
Probably when video games and internet and Facebook and all that stuff happened. Yeah, no, people are just everybody's on a screen now. Yeah, no, nobody gets out.
Because every time I sit down with someone, especially they graduate, I'm like, did y'all still cruise with it?
Oh yeah,
and I haven't hit. Well, I guess I have had some young people, but I'm like, man,
turn back around over there where McDonald's is at. You go go around McDonald's and you come back out, and then you start back up. Yeah,
wow.
I mean, once the internet came and the smartphones came, it's over.
Yeah, it was done.
And I say to this day that social media is probably the worst thing that ever happened to America. It's great we can have these conversations, and it's great you can still connect with friends after you graduate and stuff like that. But
for sure.
But other than that, it's been detrimental. It really has been, I feel like.
When I would talk to my son, I'd be like, yeah, we used to hang out at the temple. It'd be hundreds of people.
Yes.
And he's like, why were y'all hanging out at the temple?
Yeah.
Because we were hanging out. We were hanging out. Like you were
we learned to talk to people. Yeah. You had to talk to people, If you wanted to talk to your friend or your girlfriend in school, you had to call the house phone.
Yeah.
And you had to talk to mom or dad first because they're answering phone, hey, Mr. Phillips is Janae there?
You had to build up that courage.
You had to build the courage up.
It wasn't that easy.
It was not that easy. You can't slide into a DM. You couldn't do that.
You could not slide in those DMs.
No DMs back then. You had to write a paper note, and you'd have to pass it between you and about 6 other people to get it to her.
That is hilarious. Mom, had you ever thought about that? Like, you had to call a girl's house, or you had to build up the courage, especially if you knew she had a
And you had to memorize the number.
Yeah, you had to memorize
the number. You had to write it down.
Yeah, and not lose the piece of paper.
Do notes.
You did do notes when you were?
Yeah, notes. Yeah, I remember my sister, she had a shoebox full of notes.
That she kept?
I guess she did. I don't know if she lies, but yeah, she kept a shoebox full of notes. That's how you communicate it. There's no text messaging in class. It was, you write your note, teacher turns around, writes on the chalkboard, you hand it over to that person. Hey, give it to her. That's just that's the way it was.
None of that. Not anymore. Now the crazy thing, I'm sitting here thinking 2003 was 20-something years ago.
Ain't that crazy?
Because I'm talking to you like you're younger
I appreciate
than
it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
But I'm like 2003, like that's 20-something years, which makes me feel real. Mom, I don't know what that does for you over there, but for me, I'm like, oh my goodness, that's
yes. I'm going to be 41 here in a couple weeks.
41, huh?
Yeah.
I use calculators now.
Yeah, I use to figure out how long ago it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nuts. Yeah,
it's a long time ago.
Who are some of your favorite teachers that you think of today from back then?
Oh, favorite teachers, man. I don't know. I don't know if any of these would say I was their favorite because I was pretty ornery. Coach Bennett, he's a legend here in Guthrie. Yeah. He was our PE teacher, but he always had some good wise wisdoms to tell you growing up. Her name was Miss Calvert. It's not Miss Calvert anymore, but Susan Hastings, I believe, is her last name now. She's my 4th grade teacher. She was very, very good. Who do I have? I had Miss Naff in 3rd grade. She was a nice lady, and I don't really remember any more of them.
That's crazy. How and when you get to middle school and high school, you're like, who were my teachers?
Yeah. I do have that problem, and I have bad memory anyway. So it's no offense to any of my old teachers. I forget my wife's name sometimes.
What's your name again?
I get my 3 kids mixed up, So
you have 3.
3 boys.
What's the ages?
Now you're messing my memory.
What's her name?
9, 11, and 14.
What's the craziest thing being a father for you? Like, what's something you're like, I never thought about this as not being a father. Now you think about this as a father.
I look and I see my 14-year-old Connor, love him to death, and I'm like, I didn't act like that. And you did. You're like, what are you thinking? What is going through your head right now? What are you doing? And as a father, you're like, I never did that.
Right.
Sure you did.
Yeah.
We all did that.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of it's trying to understanding what a 14-year-old's going through and trying to figure out what 11-year-old's going through and trying to figure out what a 9-year-old's going through because it's all completely different. So trying to figure out and not get frustrated over what he does into what he does because my 14-year-old get mad because my 9-year-old's doing something, but he's doing the same thing. Well, you're 14 and he's 9. That's the difference.
And they don't understand that.
And they don't understand that. No, they don't. They don't.
And it's not until we were adults that we're like, oh.
Yeah. They'll look back and say, makes sense.
It makes sense. It makes sense now.
Yeah.
Now, do you have a favorite son? They're all boys.
Yeah, they're all boys.
You have a favorite? Are you willing to share?
Well,
I have a favorite child.
On our podcast, I talk about this all the time. Cannon, my youngest, is by far the favorite. He gets away with everything. He's perfect angel. Anybody who says he's not is lying. No, he's sweet. That's my buddy. They're all different in their own ways. Love them all. My middle one, he's the one I'm going to have to worry about. He's cuckoo. He's crazy. I love him. You just never know what he's going to say, Heady. He beats to his own tune. The older one and youngest one, they're a lot alike in some ways. Middle one, no idea where he got everything from.
The middle child.
Like his when he grew up, it's a blur to me. Like I don't remember anything about him growing up. I remember the youngest one. I remember the oldest one. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know what happened to him because he, like I said, he beats to his own horn, man.
Now, how long did you live out of Guthrie?
So,
because were they raised? Well, you've been back now. How long?
We've been back since 21. So what's that? 4 years? 5 years?
4 years.
Yeah, 4 years. So yeah. Graduate in 03, so I was 18 when I graduated, and then moved away for 18 years, then came back.
Okay. So yeah, like your 14-year-old, he spent more time away from here than here.
Yep, he was born in Durant, then the other two were born in Kansas City.
Okay.
And then Durant to Kansas City to Toledo, Ohio area. Gotcha. And then moved back here.
What are some things that like you missed about being in Guthrie when you were gone?
You don't when you're away, your life is wherever you're at, and I really didn't I missed obviously being with family all the time. I missed not being able to do football games with my brother because that's just something we had done. I had done with him since I was in high school. I would be in the stands and then I would go and call the radio station and give a report or something like that. And so I was always part of the broadcast. And so I miss doing that because I know my 14-year-old loves baseball. He loves sports. He's a lot like his uncle, Chris. I mean, he eats it up. So I did miss that part that he wasn't able to be there to, be a part of the production, the setup, the breakdown, the whole thing, because he loves that stuff and he's eating it up now, so he's very proud of that. But I didn't really think about it a whole lot because it is what it is. I was living in Kansas City, Ohio, or Durant, and I just never really thought about it, other than not seeing family.
Right. What were some of the big changes for you when you came back? Like, what changed the most about Guthrie?
About Guthrie is too busy. Yeah. it's too busy. And it takes you more than 5 minutes to get to Walmart's over there. There's all these cars on the road. I'm like, what happened to our nice little town?
That is hilarious.
It got bigger.
Yeah.
And I was like, man.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like this corner, 33, and I'm like, sometimes I just look, I'm like, what like this used to be the country.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
it is no longer the country
Yeah.
out here.
Yeah.
Yeah. What made you come back?
Well, there was Sarah will even tell you that when we were away and we came back to visit, she's like, "There's no way I'm ever gonna live in Guthrie.
Oh, okay.
Just ain't happening." I said, "That's fine. I mean, I like to live in Guthrie. You know, I like to move back one day, but it's fine, babe. If you don't want to, that's cool." But we had a family accident emergency. We lost some family members, and we knew once we came back that when we went through that whole tragedy, for about a week and a half, we stayed in town until we had to go back to Ohio. But being around family and seeing the whole community gather around our family and support us, and just being there for us and us being there with each other. When we got back home, you know, Sarah goes, "I think it's time to move back home." And so then that's when we started the process.
Yeah.
That was 2019 when that happened. The fire happened, and then we finally, COVID happened. And that was the stepping stool to get back home.
Gotcha.
So obviously COVID was a horrible thing, and it was very stressful for everybody. But it was kind of a blessing in disguise for us to get back to Guthrie.
Yeah. To get back together. Yeah. And Sarah has enjoyed being, because she didn't grow up here. Like, so
Nope.
she comes in and kind of out of town.
No, she went.
How do you help the spouse adapt to, like, from your perspective? What do you do to help them adjust?
Well, Sarah did a good job adapting herself, because typically whenever we moved to other places, it was a little bit of a struggle for all of us because you had to go meet new people, make new friends. Whereas when we moved back to Guthrie, it might have been a little bit tougher for at first because everybody knew me. You know, it was business as usual for me when I got back. You know, seeing all your friends, all your buddies, and everybody. I'll just fit right back in. It took Sarah a little bit to get back to getting in there, but once introduced to everybody, like I said, now everybody knows her. I mean, if you don't know Sarah, you're not involved in the community, because we're involved in a lot with the community, and she's the face of our company and our brand. And so if you don't know Sarah, then you're not involved in the community very much.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, we got another segment. You ready? This is this or that. Okay. Let's go to these. I wrote them down just so I would remember them. Let me see where they at. So let's go first. I kind of broke them up. This is creative and entertainment. Okay, books or movies?
Movies.
Marvel or DC?
Don't like either one of them.
Neither one.
Yeah. Which one's Batman?
I don't know. Is he DC? He may be DC. I don't know. I really don't know.
I don't know either.
Comedy or drama?
I like a good comedy. I like comedy. I like to keep life is tough enough as it is, and I don't need any more drama in my life. So I like a little comedy.
Give me some comedy. Mom, are you comedy or drama? Which one would you prefer?
I probably would go with comedy.
Comedy, yeah. Live concert or music festival?
Live concert, because I know that's going to be indoors mostly. If we go to a festival, I know I'm going to be outside.
You my kind of guy. Ronnie, you are my kind of guy.
Me and the son do not have a good relationship.
My wife's like, we're going to do it in the backyard. I'm like, I know we don't have much skills, but can we be inside?
Yeah,
I prefer to be inside.
We went to the lake last week, and then everybody's in the lake, and they're swimming. I'm in the boat underneath the shade. They're like, are you ever going to like, I got sunburn. I'm done. Yeah, I'm not getting back in there. It's too hot.
Netflix binge or YouTube rabbit hole?
Oh, man. I do a little bit of both. I would say YouTube rabbit hole right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous how you can get down the rabbit hole. Okay, This is kind of lifestyle and preferences. Morning person or night owl?
I'm a night owl. That comes from casino business for 15 years.
Oh, okay.
Working graveyard, late shifts and stuff like that. So I'm a night owl.
Yeah. What's your average time going to bed?
I've gotten down pretty good here lately. I'm in bed between 10 and 11:30 now.
Oh, wow.
Whereas before I was 12, 1, 2, or 3. So yeah, I've done pretty good between 10 and 11:30. 11:30 lights are out for sure.
You're done. Coffee or tea?
Tea. I don't drink coffee.
Oh, wow. Okay. City life or countryside?
For the longest time, I want to be a country boy. I want to have 40 acres, nice house. Now I want to live in the city because I don't have to drive too far to go to Walmart or get something I need.
We are alike. We're like, we probably can't. Yeah. I'm like, no, let's live in town. I can get on a bike.
Everything's right here.
Yeah.
I mean,
why?
You don't have to mow 14 acres.
Why?
No, it's just no.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
But to each his own. Beach vacation or mountain retreat?
Ooh. Again, me and the son don't get along. Let's go mountain retreat.
Some shade.
Give me some cool weather.
Cooking at home or dining out?
I love cooking. I love to cook.
Okay.
Yeah, I like to cook. But with my busy lifestyle, we're going out to eat right now.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
My kids put my chicken strips at number one. That's their favorite thing to eat.
Okay.
I like making the chicken strips. I like to barbecue ribs, pork butt, brisket. I like to do all that stuff too.
Gotcha. Okay. Here's some just personal style, just kind of some of your choices. Casual comfort or dressed up?
Casual comfort. Yep. Like to be comfortable.
You're a coach, so
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Text message or phone call?
Text message. That's where I'm not old school. Yeah. That's where I'm not old school. That's me. Again, I can talk. Like I can get on podcasts. We do podcasts all the time, so I can get on podcasts and yap your ear off. But man, I really don't like talking to people a whole lot. I really don't. If I'm working, I have no problems talking to customers and talking to them and getting to know them and learning about them. But when I get in a setting, I don't like to talk a whole lot. Yeah, I just like to be quiet. I like to text.
Yeah, me too. Planning ahead or spontaneous adventures?
I'm spontaneous.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sarah hates that about me because I can just get up and go somewhere. Let's go. Hey,
she wants to plan it all out.
Yeah, I can sit here and go, you want to go Wyoming? All right, let's get your stuff. Let's go. Let's get in the car and we'll go Wyoming. If I want it, I could do that. I don't think she has to have prepared because she has to get the kids ready. I don't factor that into account. I'm like, we talk about this. Tell them to get their stuff and let's go. What is so hard about getting kids together? Just tell them to get their stuff and let's roll. We should be out the door in 5 minutes.
Yeah. Small gathering or a big party?
Small gathering. Yeah, I like small gatherings.
Yeah. Save money or spend on experiences?
Man. I'm transitioning to needing to save, but I still like to spend money.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to find. I did my Dave Ramsey class last year, so I've gotten better.
Yeah.
I've gotten better, but
that's good.
Sarah always has to have me give the card because she doesn't like spending money. So any kind of big purchases, it's like she'll ask me, well, do we need to get that? I said, do you want it? She's like, yeah, but I said, okay, I'll go get it and I'll get it for you. Like there's this Ninja smoothie maker the other day at Costco. It's $150 or something like that. And she's like, man, this would be so good to have for the kids. And I've been looking there's one on Amazon. It's about the same price. But I said, well, is this something you'd use? She's like, yeah, I think we use all the time. I said, okay. Put it in there. She's like, okay, I'm glad you did that because I didn't want to do that. So that's what I deal with. So yeah, that's the difference between us two.
Yeah, see, that's the major question though. Will you use it? Because sometimes we just buy stuff.
Just to buy stuff.
Don't use.
Yep.
I'm like, that's what I tried. That's what I'm like. No, if we're not going to use this, we're just not.
Yeah, no,
it looks great, but we don't need it. Yeah,
she's used it every day since.
Yeah,
so
no, something like that I can see. Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't use it because you got to clean it up.
Yeah.
If I have to clean it up, I'm like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, those smoothie things are, they're great,
good.
but you got to clean them up. Yeah. So flying or invisibility?
What are there? Fly or be invisible?
Yeah.
I'd rather be invisible.
Okay. So nobody can see you.
Nobody can
not
see
so
me.
You can be nosy.
Nope, not to be nosy. Just that way I can go somewhere meet everybody, and then put my cloak on, and then I'm like, where'd Ronnie go?
Where'd he go?
He's right here somewhere. And I'm just sitting on the couch, text messaging or something.
Past or future?
Always about the future. Can't dwell on the past. I'm always trying to go to the future, figure out what we can do next. Nothing you can change.
Yeah. Would you rather be famous or wealthy?
Oh, wealthy. Yeah. I don't care. Yeah. No. Famous. I don't. Famous comes with a lot of critique, and I don't need anybody critiquing me or looking at things that I've done in the past. Just give me my money.
All right. Android or
iPhone.
Oh man.
No Android.
Hey, Ronnie, this whole time we've been
there, but Android. I don't understand Androids. When I was in the casino business, the work phone was an Android and mine was an iPhone, and I just you hold this. I'm not touching this thing. It's so complicated. It's so dumb.
Oh man.
No. iPhone. Apple. iPhone.
Okay. All right, let's get back home for a little bit. Where's your 89er spot? Parade spot.
Man, we kind of move around a lot, really. We'd like to be in the parade most years with our company and stuff like that, but my family typically sits on the north side across from Golden Age nursing home right there. Yeah, they're in that area typically is where our family meets up at.
Gotcha. But you've been in the parade
Yep.
lately, just promoting business and everything. Yeah.
Yep.
So when you left, did you realize how big of a thing homecoming was for Guthrie versus when you went to other places?
No, I didn't. It was just normal for us, right? Growing up, 89er parade every single year, and then we'd have to come back every year just to see it because any other town you lived in, there was no parades. There was no community. I mean, I lived in a small town called Tonganoxie, Kansas, and it was it was on the outskirts of Kansas City, Kansas, and it was a small town, but there was no get-togethers. There's no parades. There's nothing like that, which you think from a small community there would be. There was none of that. I didn't realize how special that was until obviously we bring the kids because the kids loved it when we come and be a part of that. But didn't think nothing of it growing up. Didn't think nothing of it, and then when you come back, like, oh wow, that is a big deal.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Yeah. No, I didn't realize it until I started having these conversations with people who had moved and come back. And it was like, we just didn't, like, homecoming was one of the things that I miss most because people just don't do it the way Guthrie did it. I was like, oh, I thought everybody did it the way.
They don't. They sure don't.
Which is interesting. Yeah, that's crazy. What's something you're most grateful for right now?
Oh, my family, obviously. They keep us going. My friends, the small group that I have, of course, and our church family. We didn't go to church. Me and my boys and wife, we didn't go to church until we moved back, and it was about a year or so before we even start going to church. Then, but buddy Eric, come to church. Okay, cool. We don't do that on Sundays anyway. We go to church, and then we're part of the church, and we were heavily involved in the church. So church family, I'm very, very proud of our church family because it's a great group.
Yeah.
We have a basketball goal that we put up in our church, and the neighborhood kids come over, and now they're part of our church, and we're blessed to go take them. We're gonna go take them school shopping this Sunday, so it's super cool. We're excited. So I'm very happy for our church family.
Yeah. No, that's big time. What are you into right now? Like just for fun or?
Just right now, it's getting close to the high school football season. So for fun, right now, we're going to start a podcast on Wednesdays. It's a statewide show we do, and so Wednesdays we talk about high school football throughout, not just Guthrie football, but all classes, all classifications, and that's what we like to do. That's what I like to do during this time, football season time is doing podcasts on the football season. Then you got if the Coyotes make the playoffs, and then I'll be into that. But, a lot of things can happen.
Well, that will not be,
Yeah.
Okay, I got a couple of rapid fire questions, and then we'll wrap up with the last two questions. Here we go.
Okay.
You just rapid fire these questions here. Rapid fire. Where are you at, rapid fire? I got rapid fire. I think I got rapid fire. thought I put them on here. All right, here we go. What's something you're weirdly competitive about?
Something I'm really competitive about?
Weirdly competitive.
Weirdly competitive about?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Weirdly competitive about. I mean, I try to beat my kids and everything. Yeah. Is that weird? Is that weird? when we do stuff, board games, whatever it is, I'm trying to beat my kids. Yeah. I don't ever want to lose to my kids.
You don't want to build them up.
No, absolutely not. Because one day they're going to go past me, and then then I'm going to have to hear it all the time. So yeah, I know. I guess that's kind of weird.
For some people, that would be weird.
Yeah, okay. No mercy to them kids.
If you could have dinner with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be outside of Jesus?
Oh, dinner with anybody, dead or alive. It would need to be somebody who did something crazy. Not crazy, but was able to, leadership-wise, somebody who was able to get people to lead, or it could be an old athlete that can just sit around and tell stories. You know, that's what I'd be into. Yeah, it might not necessarily be about anything other than tell me what your life was about. Yeah. I don't know if I have one person. I'm not really a. Oh man, I think Pete Rose would have some crazy stories. I think Mickey Mantle would have some crazy stories. I think Hank Aaron would have some great stories. Yeah. Ricky Henderson would be amazing to talk to. Yeah. Because Ricky talks in third person. Yeah. You know, Ricky leaving, Ricky going right here, Ricky stealing right here. I mean, so he'd be fun to talk to.
Yeah. That's hilarious because he talks in third person.
Yeah, he does talk in third person. Yeah. So he'd be fun to talk to. Tony Gwynn, if I want to learn how to hit a baseball, I'd love to sit down and talk to him about hitting. Yeah.
I figured it'd be a baseball player.
Yeah, it'd probably be an athlete. Yeah, and not necessarily tell me about how good you got, because a lot of that's God gifted, but you still got to work. But just stories, clubhouse stories. What happened when you were little? How'd you where'd you find it at? You know, sit down kind of like we are now. Just basically just podcast them. You know, that's what I would
do. That's good. Best advice you ever received?
Oh. See if I have it on my phone. I write down stuff on my phone on good advice. See if I can find a good one for you. Oh, winning never negotiates.
Winning never negotiates.
Winning never negotiates. You have to be good all the time.
Wow.
Because winning never negotiates. That's one I wrote down. See if I can find another one for you. Because they're really, really good ones. There's a guy, what's his name? Played wide receiver at University of Tennessee. Was going to go pro his senior year. Ended up getting hurt. Ended up paralyzed on his right side. And he's a motivational speaker. Pete, oh man, somebody's going to know this. But he motivates, and I love listening to him talk. Yeah, he's so good. I got some of his quotes in there. A winner is a loser who never gave up. Right. So you lose. So don't ever give up, because a winner is a person is a loser who never gave up.
Yeah, that's good. A winner is a loser that never gave up.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll find one for you here, Heady. And you got to know the difference. Oh, yeah, here it is right here. Love the process more than you like the product.
Oh, yeah.
You got to love the product. You got to love the process more than the product. So if you're a business owner, it's like we have an off season. We got to love the process of going through off season, making it better for the next season. You know, your product is whenever you're in season. It's getting to that point to get to back there. People ask questions with intent of a reply instead of an intent to understand. So that's another one that I do like. Harder you work, it's harder to surrender. That's another one good one that I like.
Oh yeah.
The harder you
more
work,
you
the
put
harder
into it, the less likely you are to give up.
Yep. The harder
Like,
you
I
work.
put in too much.
Yep. The harder you work it makes it harder to surrender. Yep. So
Yeah.
there's all kinds of. I mean, I love. Yeah. I'll get his name for you, but he's great. He's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
That's good. What's your biggest pet peeve?
Oh, slow drivers. Slow drivers. Sorry, Mom.
Really slow.
No, it's the fast lane when people impede it. There's literally a sign every 5 miles that says "Do not impede the left lane."
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
That's a pet
for
peeve.
sure. If you could master any skill instantly, what would it be?
Oh man, my age right now. Say it again.
If you could master any skill instantly, what would it be?
Oh man. Cooking would be up there, Heady. I like to cook, and if I can master some good cooking, that'd be very good. It probably be right now in my life would maybe if I can master if I can master understanding of bugs. That would be great.
That's a good one.
All the bugs,
especially for your
yeah,
business.
for my
you
business.
master the skill.
Yeah, if I can master what a bug is thinking and what their and their
Understanding
tendencies is, if I can understand a bug better than anybody else in the world, that would help me out a lot.
That would be great for you. What's your most used emoji? Are you an emoji guy?
Yeah, I'm always joking around in emojis, so it's probably the laughing tear face one.
Okay,
I use that one all the time.
Yes,
because
yeah.
I send funny stuff. People send me funny stuff, so I always get the laughing emoji.
Here's one that I thought was really good. What's something you believed as a kid that turned out to be completely wrong?
Something bleed as a kid.
You said something earlier that I was like, the cold weather kills off insects.
Oh yeah. That's a lie.
Does it kill germs?
This is the cold kill germs. I don't know.
He's in the insect business.
Yeah. I would say probably not. I think it would store it. It'd probably keep it alive. I think that would do that. Something I thought as a kid that I know now is a complete and total lie.
Yeah.
That, well, as parents, you found out a lot of things. You lie to your kids a lot to keep them safe. So there's a lot of things that I thought was like my dog Sugar growing up. My dad says she ran away and found out she died underneath the house, and they had to pull her out from underneath. I thought she just went on to be in heaven and everything was fine, but no. You learn that you lie to your kids a lot because you try to protect them.
You're trying to keep them safe.
Keep them safe,
That's
especially
funny.
with this crazy world.
One, I thought about this one the other day when I was watching this young man. His kids kept getting close to the phone. He's like, "It's gonna make you blind." Mm-hmm. And I think I'm pretty sure my doc told me that was a lie. Like getting close to the TV would make you blind. Like your parents will always tell you.
Well,
that.
Mom always said carrots make your eyes beautiful. And when I told my kids, they don't realize how big of a lie it is yet, but they will one day, especially if they watch this. But we used to tell our kids when they're grown up, I said, when you lie, your ears turn red. So every time they would be lying to us, nope, didn't do it.
They're covering their ears.
They're covering their ears up, so they're lying.
If you can only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Man, that'd be tough. I find myself eating a lot of pizza.
Pieces
Pizza, I feel like you can have pizza
every day.
all the time. You can make it up, arrange it however you want. Probably pizza. I mean, you can eat pizza all the time. I feel like pizza never gets old.
Pizza's delicious. I think as I get older, I'm liking pizza more and more too. Pizza, a Brahms burger.
Oh yeah,
I could eat a Brahms burger every day.
Dude, since we moved back, we're at Brahms. We're their best customers. We're at Brahms all the time because 18 years I didn't have Brahms. There was no Brahms around.
Yeah, so you was like, I got to make up
So
for 18 years of my life.
yes, so we are at Brahms all the time. It's so good every time.
Every time.
Doesn't matter if you go to the one here in town, if you go to 2nd Street, the 15th Street, 33rd.
It's still the same.
They're all the
Still
same.
the same. So good. All right, here's that. So we got 3 more questions. Here's one that I want you to think about. What's one thing you want people to remember you for?
Oh, I don't want them to remember for anything really. I want my family and my kids to be proud of me more than anything.
Yeah.
I don't, like I said, I'm kind of pretty closed off, and again, that's one of my flaws is that I do care what people think, but to a certain point, I don't. But no, I just want my family and friends to be proud of me whenever I'm not here.
Yeah.
That'd be the number one thing.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, well, he built this great company or he did that. He was a good guy. I mean, he's quiet, ornery at times, but he was a good guy.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. What's one way that people can give back to Guthrie America?
What's one way people can impact Guthrie America? Be involved in the community. I mean, people all the time, they want to sit on, when we go back to the social media thing, they want to sit on social media and they just want to bash Guthrie for whatever reason it is. Be part of it. Be part of the solution instead of being part of the problem. Don't sit back on your social media page and say what's all wrong. Be involved in something.
Yeah.
Have a plan.
Yeah.
If you can make something better, then please don't keep it to yourself.
Jump in.
Jump in.
The door is open.
Yeah, just be involved in the community. And again, Guthrie's not perfect. It never has been, never will be. It's when you need the community support like we had in 2019 after the fire that took 4 lives of our family or young lives. When you have that support of the community, I mean, there's nothing like that.
Right.
Big Ed Stevenson's going through it right now, and the community is so backed up behind him right now.
Yeah.
You just can't buy that stuff. You can't get that anywhere else. So you can complain about Guthrie all you want, but the community is there for you when they need you.
Yeah.
That's the number one thing.
Yeah.
It is so great to see the things when something bad happens, the community rallies and they find a way to get you through it.
Right.
I mean, you might not be able to shed it forever, but they can help you get through what you need to get through.
For sure. That's good. There's a sign over there to your right. Choose Guthrie. What does that mean to you?
Well, most people you would say, choose Guthrie, shop local, be a part of the community. But again, choose Guthrie is again, I've heard people on this podcast. Guthrie kind of chooses you sometimes.
Yeah.
It's cliche and you hear it all the time.
Yeah.
But it really did. I had no intentions of ever moving back. We decided that we want to stay in this business and go chase money and live our life the way we did. But then when you get back to the community and you see what the community can do for you, that's what it is. I mean, that's Friday nights football games when the whole town comes together. That's Guthrie. That's the best. I mean, it's awesome. There ain't nothing like it.
Ronnie Phillips, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, my man.
No, thank you.
Man, I appreciate it.
No,
This
I
is
appreciate
fun.
it. Yeah, I love this stuff. It's fun.
Yeah, man.
Right in my wheelhouse.
Getting to know people. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for hitting that play button for another episode of the Guthrie America podcast. Ronnie, got any last words?
Go Blue Jays.
Go! Hey, the question I like to always end with is oh no, wait, hold on a second. I gotta
1, 2, 3.
Hey, thank you again for hitting that play button for another episode of the Guthrie America podcast. We are on a mission to have every story told. The way that I love to end the podcast is, will your story be next? Go win.